Top versus bottom. That's what's going on right now. Up top versus my bottom. That's what's happening. It's both ends of the scale. We're covering the entire spectrum right now of IPL ability. This is Fan Doosra. My name's Tommy. I'm from the Bharat Army, but this is where we talk about the greatest cricket league in the world. Of course, it's about the IPL, and this is who's playing today. These are my two fans from Gujarat, representing Gujarat, and these are my two fans representing Mumbai. I changed it to representing because I said these are my two friends from Gujarat. But Harshit and is it Kevin? Tell us where you're from.
So it's a tough game for me, Tommy, because I'm based from Mumbai and I'm supporting Gujarat, but playing against my home city. So it's a tough game, but I hope whoever plays the best cricket wins. I can't be biased today, so I'm just supporting a good game of cricket for tonight.
Oh, okay. So do you feel almost neutral today? But does it help? You can feel neutral because you're at the top of the table. It's different, you see. So there's a comfort and a power that goes, hey, whatever happens is going to happen. Does it feel that way for you, Naresh? Do you have any affinity or a connection to Gujarat?
No, actually, no. It's just that, we have the ex-player Hardik Pandya leading them, and he's done well so far. So that seems good. But otherwise, it's more about we also enjoying watching the game and the team enjoying playing the game. That's most important, not worrying about where they stand on the table.
Right. Okay, Harshit, let's get down to business then. It's you guys are up. You just lost your last game to Punjab, but you're still on top. How does that loss go down right now amongst the fans? What do you think? Are you thinking like, oh no, did you lose concentration? Was that a comfort thing? What was behind that loss?
I guess it was more of the comfort and a bit of overconfidence I can consider. Like we have already beaten Punjab in the last ball encounter in the previous match. But again, if we talk about the positives to take from that match, like Sai Sudarshan playing an extremely useful knock of 60 odd runs, the on the other side of the pitch, he was seeing players getting out and he tried to stuck and give a decent score of 140 odd run. So there are a couple of positives from that match. And like I said, like when you lose, there are always more things to learn and team really work hard on that. So we will definitely come back strong today.
Okay. You can't get comfortable. The one thing we know about this league, you can't get comfortable. You can't take your foot off the pedal. And the teams that do well, the ones that are playing to the very last ball, very last second, it's a bit like being married. Even when things are going well, don't take that for granted. It can turn at any moment. Before you know it, you've said something. Yeah, and you didn't even mean to say it. You just took your eye off the ball for a second. Pow, 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 pow. And wickets can drop. Sorry, maybe that's revealing more about my marriage than it does about the game of cricket. But Naresh, you're smiling. You know what I mean. It's intense out there. And now that you guys have got some form back, you got to stay on it. You got to make this relationship work. Your wife, your cricket wife is not happy. Are you winning her back?
This gap, it's good we won the last game, but 5 to 6 days gap, probably the momentum, how are they going to be keeping that intensity going that, yes, now they are back. Playoff is out of the question, but at least they spoil the party for the others by winning the next few games and, being around in the middle of the table. So that's what they would be aiming for. I like the combination what they played last time. Probably they'll play the same one. Surya Kumar at 3 makes a huge difference to the side and the balance. But biggest concern now is Kieron Pollard.
Why is he your biggest concern? What is it about Kieron?
We haven't seen. There have been opportunities, nearly 3 to 4 games which he could have finished, but we have ended up losing those games. So we haven't seen the Pollard that we have known from the past. Yes, he's the senior most in the franchise, but he needs to step up or maybe given a break. It's okay if he doesn't play a game.
Oh, okay. Godfrey, how do you feel about Pollard?
I will agree with what Naresh just mentioned here because he hasn't been living up to the hype that, every one of us know what a legend for MI he has been. But, you need to be at your A game every time. And as he said, there were a couple of matches which could have gone our way if he stepped up a bit. And also given the fact that Tim David, after what he did in last game, maybe Tim David could take Kieron Pollard's place. And if Pollard is dropped, then it gives an option for putting David Bruce back in. So it is something which fans would hope that maybe Pollard is given a break for a game or two.
But it's a different league now for you guys, because there you are talking about combinations, replacements, but this isn't to kind of get yourself into a playoff position. This isn't like Gujarat trying to maintain their position or something like that. Well, what's going on in the Mumbai camp now? What would they be playing for, Godfrey? Is this experimentation time, or is it to spoil the party? But I don't imagine Mumbai are the kind of party spoiler types. I think it's more about learn more about yourself. If you know how Rohit is.
If you look at all the great teams which have been ever a part of any league or in the IPL in specific, they have been through a phase where they're the transition phase, as it is called. You get a new young lot of players who come in, who have the potential, who show glimpses of their potential, but aren't able to make it to that mark. So the remaining games which we have this year, maybe it is just trying each and every one of them. I won't be surprised if a few young Indian players as well are given chance. Maybe someone like an Arjun Tendulkar, if he's been put into the playing 11, I wouldn't be surprised, because we know that this year we aren't going to make it into the playoffs. So why not give everyone a chance? Let's see who are the ones who could be invested in for the future, for the upcoming years. And yeah, party spoilers, maybe yes, to some extent, but more than that, I would think it will be an experimentation phase in the last few games we have.
Yeah, and I think that you're right. I think it's an absolute brilliant time to experiment. It's a unique opportunity in a way to give young players the chance to play in the IPL with all the crowd, all the lights, all the glamour, all that pressure in that respect, but actually no pressure. That's beautiful. It's like having a test run at being married. You get to live together, but you get to see all the arguments. Oh no, she's crazy. Oh, he's crazy, or whatever. That all comes about. But we don't get that. You end up. That's why your parents marry you off quickly, because they know. Actually, they go, if you take too much time to consider it, then you're going to go, hold on a minute. I can't handle IPL pressure. This is too much. Harshit, for you guys, for Gujarat Titans, it's all about now how you kind of gather yourselves together a bit. It's how you kind of pull it back up. Shubman Gill, Hardik Pandya both failed to really hit the mark at the last game. What do you reckon's going on there now?
To be honest, I'm more concerned about the form of Shubman Gill, because Hardik Pandya still has been a quite consistent player as compared to Gill. For Gill, the fluctuation in his scoring has been like very frequent. We have seen him scoring 80 odd runs, then again a bit flattish season, and then some sort of runs. So I will be more interested, like if Shubman can give a good start, because whenever a team scores well in power play, there are high chances of completing the match on a higher note. And on the later part in the death overs, we have seen our batsmen what they can do and turn the game. So we'll be surely looking to Shubman Gill, like how he opens for the team.
All right, Kevin, your thoughts and concerns about Shubman Gill and Pandya and their batting at the moment?
Yes, I absolutely agree with Harshit. The reason being, the most of the games which we have won, it is due to individual brilliance. Although different individuals have stepped up, but in a particular game, only those individuals have performed. For instance, Miller performed once or twice, then Rashid, then Sai Sudarshan. So going forward, I think we need to perform collectively, because there will be instances in the knockout games when your top order, like literally the bowlers will run over your top order, then middle order has to come to the party, or different instances can step up. And that is the reason I think Gill and Pandya, and not only those two guys, but each of them should fire as a unit. And I think in the remaining 5 games which we are left with in the group stage, I want our team to fire in as a collective unit and not just individual brilliance.
Yeah, and that's always what's been so amazing about Gujarat Titans this season, is we're seeing them we're seeing heroes just pop up randomly. It's from now, it reminds me of that game where, when you hit the hamster comes out little hot, you got a little thing, you dung, like, where's the hero going to be? There's a hero. They're kind of popping up here and there, and it's quite random. Is that a good strategy for a team to have, Naresh? Do you think about, let's think about the Titans here, for them to have different people that could be the heroes, or would you like to see more consistency in a squad? What's right for the IPL?
No, I think the kind of format this is, it's good that someone always lifts up the hand and says, okay, I'm going to win it for you. And being a new franchisee, that's definitely worked very well for them. It cannot be dependent on 1 or 2 players. It shows, I think 7 have got a man of the match out of the 9 games they've played. 9 or 10 games. So it shows that it's a well-rounded team. They know the limitations, they know the strengths, and I think that is where Hardik Pandya is standing out as a captain. That he has understood his team very well and where to utilize which players. So I think that's worked very well for them.
Godfrey, is Pandya still loved by Mumbai? Is there like what's it like knowing he's doing so well with Gujarat? How does that leave fans feeling?
I mean, look, he hasn't played a game against MI as yet, so
No.
that love is still there. But if he fires against us tonight, I think things may change.
Okay, so there's an appreciation. What do you reckon, Naresh? How's it going to feel watching Pandya go out there against you boys?
Yeah, I mean, being an Indian cricket fan, I would love him to score well, but not against us. He can keep it away for a game. But there has been a lot of debate of the way he proved his fitness in the first few games. Bowled 4 overs, batted very well, and now again he's not bowling. That can be a concern, or it's precautionary. But the whole debate about is Mumbai done well in the retention and auction. You can say it was unfortunate. We had to keep Hardik out purely because of his fitness issues since last 2 years. But no love lost. Definitely, we'll be looking forward that he does well after today's game.
Okay. Apparently, Pandya was having a laugh and a joke with Pollard, saying, "Hey, you never know, you might come to Gujarat next season." Like just joking around, coaxing him over. It's a story that's out in India today. If Pollard joined your team, Harshit, how would that go down?
Definitely, I'm not interested as of now. Like seeing the current form which Pollard possesses. As the Momentum fans correctly mentioned, right? The caliber, the brand which he brings whenever he enters the stadium, there are always high expectations with him, be it bowling, be it batting. With bowling and fieldings, he has fired a bit, but very well disappointed with his batting. There were many crucial moments, that 16 to 20 overs where Mumbai was definitely in the game, and with a couple of good overs, they could have definitely snatched that match. But certainly, Pollard is not firing, and I think we could explore for a better option than Pollard.
Okay, Kevin, is there anyone in the Mumbai team that you'd like to get your hands on? If you've got Pandya and he's doing brilliantly for you, is anyone that you're eyeing up in their squad? Kevin, no, he doesn't want anyone. That's his way of saying no. I'm not interested. I'm not even going to answer that question, Tommy. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy. It's not worth my effort. Just while he comes unstuck, let me remind everybody that we are sponsored and brought to you by Rario. Rario are the home of NFTs. That is non-fungible trades. If you are part of the Bharat Army, you're probably getting the emails about NFTs. You're hearing the term NFT. You want to know more about what an NFT is. Well, it's like owning a little digital moment in history. Some people have it as artwork. Some people have it as certain posters or pictures. Some people, in our sense, have it as cricket content. So a certain shot, a certain stroke, a certain catch, a certain bit of play. In fact, let me show you an example of what an NFT is. And you can get your hands on one of these for free. You can own a moment from a real-life, real-time cricket player. You can own that as an NFT, a non-fungible trade, through Rario.com. And if you sign up to them today, they're giving them out for free. This is an example of an NFT. Check it out.
Now it's a full toss, and he's got that away. He's got that away for 4. That's what happens. Suddenly the batsman decides when you've got someone like AB de Villiers, he says, right, I'm going to move around a bit and just think about boundaries. He's got his 5th 4.
So that AB de Villiers shot, that is an NFT now. That can be owned. That can be traded. That can make you money, real money. So if you want to get involved in NFTs, you want to find a bit more, go to Rario.com, hit sign up, take 60 seconds. I'll show you how it's done in a minute. And you can be part of the NFT family. And actually, who are your Rario players, Kevin? Who's the Rario player for Gujarat?
So for me, it's Rashid Khan. I think Rashid Khan, this year the teams have adopted a strategy that they are trying to just play him out and not attack him. Like someone mentioned in the comments that Rashid has picked only 3 wickets in the middle overs this season. In fact, he's the leading wicket taker in the middle overs. But this time, just like the other teams are preferring to just play out Jasprit Bumrah, likewise, they are just preferring to play out Rashid Khan and just target the rest of the bowlers. But my radio player for today would be Rashid Khan.
Rashid Khan, that's the Rario player. So he's the one that you can own NFTs from. He's partnered up with Rario himself as well. So if you go to Rario.com, you can get Rashid Khan moments. Fun fact, says Tanish, Rashid Khan is the leading wicket taker. You mentioned this in the middle overs, 715, since his debut with 71 wickets. But this year, he's had just 3 wickets. 6 of his 9 wickets this year are in death overs. Thank you very much, Tanish. He also says another one. Since 2019, Sanju Samson has scored most of his runs at number 3. Most runs at number 3 than Sky. Oh, okay, there you go. More so than him. Godfrey, who's your Rario player?
It will. I guess for MI. Yeah, I guess for MI today it would be Ishan Kishan because like we all know that he is really capable. We all know what he is capable of. And if you remember last season too, the last game which MI played against SRH, like we had nothing to lose in that game. Like we had everything to play for, and we saw how he just went all guns blazing and just destroyed the bowling. So I guess it would be Ishan Kishan today, despite the fact that he hasn't been in really good touch this season. Last game he seemed to be in good touch, so I guess today we could see an even improvised version of him.
Okay. What do you think of Ishan Kishan, Naresh? Where's your heart say now that you've seen him this season?
Yeah, he has struggled, but I'm, it's going to be, we are playing again in Brabant like last night, and we saw the score were quite big, 200 plus in the first inning. There's an opportunity that he scores, but he'll have to play the bounce well. They have Ferguson and that Yash Dayal is very good. Mohammad Shami is there. So how he tackles the bounce is going to be very important. He has struggled this year after the couple of good starts. But I think Rohit will back him. I don't think he will go in with a new partner, giving him a break. 5-6 days break was there. So it's very important that Ishan starts off well against pace.
Okay. And do you want to see the youngsters come out? Do you want to see a little bit of experimentation with the squad?
Yeah. I was surprised to see the new spinner who was just traded for injury in the last game. He just came into the side, Karthike, I think his name is. Because we already have one Sanjay Yadav, also a left-arm spinner. But the reason why this guy played in the playing 11 before Sanjay Yadav was purely because he himself said that I am a mystery bowler. He bowls. He has the wrist spin of Kuldeep. He has the finger spin like Jadeja, and he also has the carom ball like Ashwin as a left-arm spinner. So he did well. I would like to see him more and how he can manage the attacking batters. I would like to see Markande come in also as a spinner. He had done well the last time he played for Mumbai about 3 years back. Yes, as Godfrey mentioned about Arjun Tendulkar may get an opportunity. So these are the youngsters I would like to see in the remaining games.
Okay, we're talking about kind of how you could experiment with the squad if you're Mumbai Indians. But Akshat's making a good point. He goes, well, for Mumbai, Rohit also needs to fire today. His form is the most important. Godfrey, it trickles down from the main man himself. We're looking at youngsters and mystery bowlers. Do we need to stop and go, no. Let's look at the main man himself. He needs to pull it out the bag now.
I mean, yeah, like if you look at his recent run when he was playing with India as the captain of India, he was really, really performing well. He was, I guess, if not the best, among the best batsmen in the current Indian setup. If you look at the past year or so, if you talk about the IPL for Mumbai Indians, he hasn't been firing as much as you would expect him to, because he is the national captain. He's the captain of India. You would expect that apart from his leadership skills, he brings something good with the bat as well. He would score, say, even a 30 or 40 runs in maybe 20, 25 balls. That's enough as a captain to set an example for the others in the team. And that has not been the case with Rohit Sharma this season. So, yeah, we as MI fans will definitely want that he steps up, makes an impact, leaves an impact on the game, and probably plays a match-winning knock for MI.
Okay, let's hope so. I'd like to see him come into form, like you say, for his importance on a national level as well. Just want to see the greats, even Ishan Kishan, have a great game. Harshit, who do you want to see have a great game for Gujarat Titans?
Shubman Gill and Hardik Pandya. Shubman Gill, because like as I mentioned, the pedigree he has and the way he plays every time, it is very much amazing to see him playing. And Hardik Pandya, keeping the November T20 World Cup in mind, because he's one of the prominent all-rounder who can be like chose by the board for the tournament. And like a bit concerned about the bowling, as the other colleague mentioned, in the initial season he was bowling, but now he's not. So fingers crossed, I hope he's not injured or like something like that, and he will be bowling soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Is there any other concerns, Kevin, for the GT squad other than your opening batting power?
So apart from these two players, I think Rashid Khan should be attacking more and try to go for the wickets, because teams have able to play him out rather considerably well. And sometimes even he has been taken in just one game to the cleaners, but relatively he has bowled well, but he is not amongst the wickets. So I want Rashid Khan to be amongst the wickets tonight.
What's he doing that you're not quite happy with? What is it in his bowling that you're seeing that he needs to change?
Can't point out a particular thing, but maybe it is because of the strategy that the opponent teams have adopted, and maybe Rashid can try different things, like slow up the ball, try a googly leg spin, keep it away. And I think his variations, he should try to do just basic things which he has done over the years, and he has been successful with his skill set. So maybe it's just a matter of time before he is back amongst the wickets.
Okay, let's see if it... Oh, yes, Naresh.
Yeah, I want to add on Rashid. It's the kind of wickets they're playing is more or less the same. In Mumbai and Pune, he's known to turn as well as skid a lot. Here he's skidding more because of his style. He doesn't bowl much of slower ones. Compared to what Kuldeep or Chahal do. So that's the reason he's not amongst wickets. But he's quite accurate. Because he's been bowling around in Bangalore, Chennai, and Delhi and all, where there is more turn. So I think it's more to do with the wickets and how Hardik is using him. He's bowling more towards the later stage than how he used to bowl in the middle again when he was with Hyderabad. So multiple things, but nothing about his bowling form that can be pointed out to. It's just the conditions.
Okay, just the condition thing. So how you play that pitch. All right, lovely stuff. Gentlemen, now I'm going to tell everybody how easy it is to sign up to Rario. You sign up to Rario, you get a free NFT. We're giving away this for free. We're starting you off on your NFT crypto digital journey. This is what you do. You go to Rario.com and do what I did. Sign up. It takes 60 seconds and it goes like this. So easy.
It's so easy. You type in your email address first of all. This is it. This is step one. Email address. You can all do that. And then once you've filled that one in, you go down to the line below and you type in your username. I'm going with Big Tom. And then you put in your password. Make this unique to yourself, something that you're going to remember. And you have officially got yourself into the site. Then, of course, you've got to make sure you're not a robot by typing in the code. You hit submit. You wait for the email to come into your inbox and you confirm it. That's it.
Simple as. Take 60 seconds and you are done. What are you grinning because you know what it is, Naresh? Are you grinning because you know what time it is now? Okay, it's time. Start of it all. It's fighting talk time. Ding, 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 ding. We're going to get you guys to pick 30 seconds head to head. I tell you what, my Gujarat Titans are the most laid back guys in all of the fans that take part in the show. They're so laid back. Kevin's all nice, and I swear, if you could like just put us like a wire into Kevin's head, all you hear is la 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 la. And I'll tell you, you go to Harshit's head and you hear like just birds tweeting. It's just they're in a happy little place, these two. So I know doing fighting talk is well out of your comfort zone, but can I ask one of you two to step up, give these Mumbai Indians the stats, let them know where they stand, let them know they're gonna lose to Gujarat Titans. Who's it gonna be?
It's gonna be this time, Tommy. Yeah.
Harshit, it's you. Good stuff. There you go. Get yourself geared up then, Harshit. Slap yourself in the face. Let's get going, all right? It's fighting time. Godfrey, Naresh, who's going to do it on behalf of you boys?
Let Godfrey go. He's come after a very long time on the show. he can get some more luck. But just a question, Harshit, Kevin, if you win today, you officially qualify. Is that what? 18 points? You officially qualify?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, that's the kind of news you didn't want to. He went, "Oh, you officially qualify." Okay. Enjoy that up there. We don't know what that feels like as Mumbai fans. Okay, so Godfrey is okay for you. Harshit, let's have you going first. Then your 30 seconds of fighting talk starts now.
I think Rashid is a long due, which we discussed, right, about the wickets which for which he has been known. So today is going to be that day because we have seen Mumbai's batting, to be honest, like the way they are struggling. And for Mumbai, I guess there is nothing much to do in the tournament. Better they give some young kids a chance to play and have a Mumbai like debut. And better they start planning for the next season. And we will be very comfortable after today's match, being the first team to qualify and start preparing for the eliminations.
Done. Dad, he's so sure. He goes, listen, you lot are struggling.
It's very lonely up there, huh? So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Very lonely.
He is all by himself at the top. But look, he's already said it. He's predicted it. They're going to qualify. You should give the youngsters a run out. Maybe your kids, just let anybody play. Anyone from the street, Mumbai, give them a go. That's what's going to happen. Godfrey, give it back to them. Tell them why this is going to be the second win for Mumbai and why they're going to take out. You beat Rajasthan, you know, a team in solid form. Nothing to say you can't beat Gujarat Titans. Your 30 seconds starts now.
I mean, as they clearly say, an injured lion is always the most dangerous. So we MI this year are sort of on that level itself. I mean, when we played Rajasthan, they were the table toppers. We defeated them. Now it's Gujarat Titans. You guys are table toppers. We are definitely going to defeat you. And there's only one thing concerned over here. Like, I mean, Hardik Pandya, an ex-MI player. I mean, if you look at all the ex-players, like you talk about David Warner last night, he fired against his ex-team. You talk about Kuldeep Yadav, he fired against his ex-team. That's not going to work tonight because Hardik Pandya, we are definitely going to get him out within the first few balls, and we are going to get our next 2 points on the points table tonight itself. So you guys will have to wait for your qualification for another game.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. He said it. He said you're going to have to wait, Gujarat. The qualification is not coming today. It's not going to come easy. You know, secretly, Hardik Pandya is going to take off that Gujarat shirt, and underneath he'll have a Mumbai tattoo on his chest. And I'm sorry, my heart still lies with my ex-girlfriend, okay? I might be here with my wife and her family. What is it? Oh, shit.
Just to add to what Golfrey mentioned, like injured lion is always dangerous, right? But in Mumbai's case, I am thinking like injury is far extended with not just 1 or 2 wound on the lion. So yeah, curious to know about the comeback.
I mean, we have an example of it tonight itself when we totally destroy the GT bowling attack as well as we destroy their batting.
You're going to see it. You're going to see it. A lot of people use that phrase. A lot of people say, oh, you know, don't mess with a wounded lion. I'll be honest. I don't want to mess with any kind of lion, probably, but just in general. But yeah. I'm imagining actually a lion in absolute good form is a little bit more dangerous than a wounded one. But it depends on how bad the wounds are. And that's what we don't know. We don't know whether this lion's just been annoyed and is now going to come out and just batter Gujarat and show us the form that they've definitely been known for over all the years and are more than capable of. And we've seen everybody lose to lower teams, and you know, teams are in form or out of form because the standard of play is so high across all teams. Every team has got superstars and superstars in the making, but it's all about what happens in the day, and that's what makes this league so exciting, and that's why we love it. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Harshit. Thank you, Godfrey. Thank you, Naresh. As always, love you guys, and I know you all love each other as well, despite the fighting talk. It's going to be a good game. It's top versus bottom. It's Gujarat Titans looking to qualify, and it's Mumbai out to send a message to the world that they are still worthy of that championship status that we know them for. Enjoy the game, boys. MI versus GT. Let's go.